Hello, I'm the Greek Geek because I'm 50% Greek and 100% a geek. Now, you remember that fantasy puppet movie that came out 40 years ago? Ever wondered how the evil bird-looking monsters came to power and came to rule over the entire world? If so, then this is the TV show for you. So to put the plot simply, the Skeksis want to prolong their life by abusing the Dark Crystal and later find out that they can use Gelflings to drink their essence and extend their lives. And the Gelflings are running around wondering why the obviously evil bird dinosaur monsters are trying to capture them and eat them.
Eat. All Thra is at risk. The darkening corrupts everything it touches.
What is the darkening?
Just the voice cast in this movie. It really has an ensemble voice cast. We have the likes of Taron Egerton, Anya Taylor-Joy, Helena Bonham Carter, Lena Headey, Natalie Dormer, Mark Strong, Jason Isaacs, Simon Pegg, Andy Samberg, Sigourney Weaver, and Mark motherfucking Hamill. I actually liked a lot of the Gelfling characters in this. I liked the main characters. I really liked Rian, Breya, Deet, and Hupp. I really liked all of their characters. The Skeksis were easily my favorite part of the entire show. They're just so unashamedly evil and conniving and just so much fun to watch. And I like how in this show they have their own distinct personalities. They all looked very distinct, and they're all voiced very well. And it's so much fun to watch them try and deceive each other and try and gain more power and trying to gain more favor with their emperor. And it's just so much fun to watch, especially when it's the Chamberlain and the General who clash all the time. It gets very Game of Thrones in this show.
The crystal fails us once again.
Well, what did you expect? Nothing yesterday, nothing the day before.
Why? Why does this happen?
Just look at the crystal. We've taken too much. It's gluttony. Pure gluttony.
Pathetic! You sound like frightened podlings.
The voice acting is superb. I couldn't remember who voices each character when I started watching the show, and I just got a lot of fun trying to guess who was voicing each character because there's just so many actors in this who I know. And the voices are done very well, like they're voiced very close or pretty damn near perfectly to like the original cast. Like Aughra, for example, she sounds exactly like how she did in the movie in my opinion. And as for picking up on names, I picked up on Mark Hamill straight away because he voices Skek Tech, which is like the scientist. Skeksis in this, I had a lot of fun listening to his dialogue, and he pretty much just did a very similar voice to the Joker, and it was really good.
The crystal is the heart of Thra. They are one and the same, but the more we take, the less it gives. All our survival is at stake.
So this Netflix show does a fantastic job at exploring so much of the lore in this world. Like it gets explained that Aughra originally had access to the crystal. She was like its guardian, and then the Skeksis come along and build her astronomy tower or whatever it is so she can spend time traveling between the stars, and that's how they keep her distracted. And how I didn't even know this before, how like the Skeksis actually do have 4 arms like the Mystics. The Mystics all have 4 arms, and I didn't even know that until the Skeksis, Skekmal, who is the hunter, goes all General Grievous on the Gelflings' asses.
You fool! I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
And it expands on the Gelflings as well, like how they're all divided into different clans who mistrust each other because of the Skeksis, and that they actually used to serve the Skeksis, and they were their like guardians, and they were responsible for giving them tribute and all that kind of thing. It expands and explains so much of the backstory of the movie. It's great.
The crystal of truth, the source of all life.
The puppets all look really good. Like they're even more convincing and move a lot more smoothly in this because it's been nearly 40 years since the one in 1982. Like their facial expressions, for example, like with advancements in electronics and that kind of thing, their faces are a lot more expressive and they can convey a lot more emotion, which is very, very effective. One thing I was worried about when I saw the trailer for this show is that they were using a lot of CGI and it wasn't going to mesh very well with the practical effects, but I'm happy to say it really doesn't. It kind of complements it really and doesn't blend in perfectly, but it does a really good job on expanding the world.
The power of the Darkening!
Hope is fragile. Precious. Hope catches the light. Splitting the darkness.
So, if you enjoyed the movie way back when in 1982, you will absolutely love this TV series. Even if you haven't seen the original movie, I reckon you will love this TV series. This TV show really, really sucked me in. I just blazed through the entire series and I absolutely loved it. So if you liked the 1982 movie, you will get a lot out of this show. It will expand on a lot of things where you might have had questions from the movie. Even if you're not a fan of the original movie, I reckon you will enjoy this TV show. It is really well done. So if you're new to my channel and are interested in fantasy movies and TV shows like this one, I cover them a lot on my channel, and so if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please consider hitting the subscribe button and hitting that notification bell to stay up to date with my newest videos. And as always, thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me ramble on about a Netflix TV show for a little while. I do appreciate it. Thank you again, and I'll catch you next time.